One poem only. Just for now, just for you. Here's today's poem. Submissions close July 30th, and I'll respond by August 12th. If you're feeling called to submit, now's the time. The submission form is waiting in the show notes. Today, we revisit a poem from the archive, trusting it may offer something new in this moment. A great opening line can stop us in our tracks. This week is a collection of first lines that do just that. When I die, lay me down under a willow tree, facing my mountains dressed in blue. Bury me in the costume jewelry my grandmother gave me. A ring on every finger, 2 on each pinky and thumb. Put me in the ground with my pewter wolf still nestled in the hollow of my throat, and my sword around my neck. I don't want a fancy coffin. Leave me to the crows I loved so much in life. Let my body be my final gift to the land. Promise to only tell the truth. Tell the truth of how I burned. Sometimes like the sunlight that peppers your eyelids with kisses in the dog days of summer. Some days like a wildfire, devouring everything in its path. Tell them of how my rage blazed as hot as my love, but I never let it hold me for long, and I couldn't hold a grudge to save my own damn life. Tell the truth of how I was a pain in the ass and would argue a point until I was blue in the face, but damn it, did I make life more interesting. When I die, I want you to throw the biggest party this town has ever seen. Only the most outrageous outfits will do. If I look down to an ocean of black at my wake, I swear I'll haunt you all. Play my inner summer playlist on a speaker at my funeral. Turn up the volume as loud as it will go and dance. When I die, tell my children that they hung the moon and the stars in my sky. Tell them that they were the greatest thing I ever created. Tell them that I'll see them again someday in some other way, but that until then, they've got one hell-on-wheels kind of angel protecting them on the other side. When I die, cover the ground where I lay in wildflowers and scribbled lines of poetry. Put crow feathers, coyote hair, roses and honey next to my picture on the family altar. Leave the thorns on the stems. On Sunday mornings, pour a cup of black coffee on the earth. Right there in my favorite spot where I spent so many afternoons watching the birds dance and play. Plant butterfly bushes, right there, where I held a ruby-throated hummingbird in the palm of my hand and felt the pulse of God herself through a blanket of green feathers. Give my words away. Pass my journals down to my grandchildren. Let my spells live on in the hands and hearts of the generations to come after me. Tear out all of my head in the oven poems written for that one lover that got away and mail them to his door. Stamp 2 wolves on the envelope and tell him how I wished for so long that we had more time. Tell him that I'll see him in another life in a den underground. Let these pages tell a living story of each time I cradled heartbreak in my hands and still dared to love again. When I die, let our love keep you warm when sadness comes to call. Let grief in the front door. Don't make her search for the spare key. Let her soften your sharp edges. Let her crack you open and remind you to live your life like this is all going to end. Because one day, it does. If we're lucky, this life will have been enough. A spark in the dark that lit 1,000 flames. A story that will live on in the blood and bones of the ones we leave behind. When I die, may the life I lived be the flare that lit the match of my torch called freedom. May it be the best story I ever birthed from the tip of my pen. May it be the permission slip to be bold. May it be the heart song that sets my lineage free. By Peyton Michelle Bryant. You can find her at Mama La Loba. Her book, Feral Mother, Sovereign Woman, is available now. Thank you for listening, poetry lover. If you'd like a poem each day in your inbox, subscribe on Substack and Patreon to get a copy of my book, plus episodes from my audiobook.